Alright, I've been told that I'm live. So, hello everyone. Welcome to this marathon that I won't pronounce again. I'm Shtrudel. Last year I was here doing another marathon by Jack. With this game I was showing all the races of this game. Right now I'll show just the any percent run of this. What else to say? First of all, I'm not gonna name everyone, but shoutouts to every Spider-Man runner, to the whole Spider-Runner community. Second, tomorrow you will be seeing another Spider-Man game in this marathon, and I'll be racing Thermal Square, and probably Peter will be racing Toy Story 2, 100%. But without further ado, let's just get the name. Alright, so run starts. No, actually, I want to say something. This game is not just based on the character Spider-Man. It was canon to the comics at one point, until the comic itself adopted this story, and it changed a few things. So I'm not gonna explain the plot because I don't have time. So without further ado, okay, can we start? I think we can. So run starts in 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm fighting Venom, doing a 3-hit combo. I messed up a bit with my inputs, but no worries, I'll just have to hit him more. And now I'm going to the next section. And here I have to mash the triggers really fast, because it allows me to flee his trapping without the animation of the leap, so I can immediately hit him again and finish the fight. Now this is a tutorial. I don't have my web shooters yet, so the tutorial shows me how to jump, how to wall crawl, how to wall run. And in this game you can double jump. I'm doing this wall run and wall jump. It saves around 3 seconds. Now I have my web shooters. Hopefully the citizens won't see me. And now I'm about to swing. Web zips are pretty fast in this game. They're pretty powerful, pretty overpowered even. But swings are still faster. Every time I swing, I'm constantly holding the climb button for smoother swing arcs. And when I release the swing, I also hit the boost button, and I chain a double jump immediately. Sometimes I get an unintentional massive boost. Here's the fight with Shocker. All you do is you stay close to him. When he's about to shoot you, you web him. You do that 4 times, and that's the fight. Now it's time to fight. Let's see if I can do the skip. Okay, I skipped a dialogue box.
2 down. You okay?
Now try to knock this one. Yes, I managed to do it. I knocked him out of bounds. There's an invisible wall there. If an enemy is not there, he instantly dies. Now let's see if I can get a boost. Yes, I did. Now about to race Johnny Storm. Johnny and Spidey have this sort of bromance between them in this universe. This is the first race in the game. There are 16 total for Spider-Man, and I missed a checkpoint. So it's pretty straightforward, just pass through the blue spheres and you're good to go. I'll explain combat later in detail, because there will be much more combat later. So in any percent, you have to complete few side missions or city goals to progress the story, They involve completing more races, they involve completing combat tours, collecting tokens, and completing some random city events like saving citizens or stopping bad guys. And it's pretty RNG. There's a lot of RNG in the city events. The race is about to finish. Now I'm gonna do the next race, and if I enter it quickly enough, I'll skip a message box. And I did. So here I'm doing web zip. Here I'm doing a move called swing cancel. If you start to swing on the ground and you press the swing, you do a fast leap. And if you can cancel that with double jump and keep the momentum from the leap. And here's the first token. There are 3 groups of tokens. Comic cover tokens, secret tokens, and landmark tokens. I'm only collecting cover tokens because each group gives me another message box like this. And that was the first random city event. It's a great city event. It's just a falling person, and they're the second fastest city event around. Sometimes they're even the fastest. So you want people to fall almost to their death. And now, instead of going to my destination, I'm going to Death Rope. Because the Death Rope will warp me immediately to the next mission. Depending where you die, you spawn in different locations, and here dying leads me directly to the Bugle where the next mission starts. And the gimmick of this game, you can play as Venom. Venom can't swing like Spidey. He has these Hulk jumps, and he's much stronger. His damage output is much larger. And here's my profile picture. The thing about Venom is that he constantly loses health because the suit drains his energy. So you must feed on people. So I'm enjoying this moment. I could let him go much earlier, but let's enjoy this moment. This is a callback to the balloon missions from Spider-Man 2. And as you see, my tentacle attacks have great range. There are also claw attacks that deal more damage but has worse range. Now I'm throwing this motorcycle and I'm about to fight Wolverine. Jumping here. And by doing 3 tentacle attacks and 2 claw attacks, you can keep him locked here forever.
You're supposed to be anyway. I'm the best at what I do. And what that is ain't pretty at all. See these claws? Unbreakable.
Sometimes he manages to run away, but it rarely happens.
Bad idea, bub.
And now for the next phase, you need to mash. I'm not mashing because it doesn't matter.
Have a nice quiet.
And now I can just finish the fight. Let's see. No, he's a bit of a scumbag now, but I managed to end him quickly. Now I need to wait for another city event. In the meantime, I'm collecting a token. Alright, let's see. Moving car. Okay. So, you just stand on them and you punch them and sometimes dodge the bullets. You saw the bullet window from the left side, so I dodged from the right side, so I dodged to the left. If the bullet comes from the left, I will dodge to the right with the control stick. And yes, the game is on PC. PC and console are separated categories because PC loads are too fast, and the in-game timer is unreliable. Before I continue the story, I'm doing this race. It will be useful for later. This race is really quick. You just web zip forward. Green platforms, green spheres mean that you need to stand on the ground of inside the sphere. Blue is just get past through the checkpoint. And now the first combat tour. you can move before you get a message box. Anyway, so combat. Spidey gets stronger every time he either changes between a punch and a kick, and by constantly changing targets. And that's actually how he was depicted in the comics. He was always depicted as moving around between different targets, and by doing that, he can confuse his enemies. And that's a good way that's a good thing that the developers did, in my opinion. So instead of learning specific combat moves, all you do is you change targets and alter between punch and kick. As you see, I need to web them down because Spidey doesn't kill his targets unless they go out of bounds, they fall to the water, or they fall to their death from tall buildings. And notice how I spread the... I could do more side missions right now, but I'm spreading them all across the story. That's because they seem to spawn the random city events faster. I missed that one. Okay. So, for a question, no, Spider-Man doesn't really move that fast unless you boost. You abuse the boost mechanic. It's an unintentional mechanic. You were not supposed to get such boost from the swings. Let's see. That's great RNG so far. Now for the next story mission. This is the Rhino mission. It acts as another tutorial, to be honest.
Oh, my legs! Hang on! Oh, help! Help!
You need to grab him and then take him to the ambulance. I'm grabbing him when I'm in the air because I skipped the grab animation. If I'm on ground, there's a grab animation that takes several seconds.
TV off that poor guy. He's getting crushed.
No, you can't clip through walls. There's not much to clip into. The whole game is outdoors anyway. And here's the mashing test. All you need to do is mash the triggers and stay on the green bar. Sometimes you will need to mash harder, sometimes less. Something I didn't really explain is that you can, during combat, do early stacking. You do that by, before the first hit lands on the guy, you already push the control stick or the arrow keys to the next target. And then you confuse the game into thinking that you already changed targets, so you get the extra damage.
Well, that's no good at all.
Help us! Hey! Help! Oh no!
The people will burn alive if I don't get that car out. Everybody out.
Here's Rhino. Instead of following him, I will just get past him and wait here.
Oh no, he's about to fall.
Just grab this guy, put him, bring him to safety. Now Rhino will demonstrate how brutal he is. Hopefully he will ram into some of these thugs. I think he rammed into none. Oh, he rammed into one, that's good. Sometimes he doesn't even ram into one. Sometimes, rarely, he rams into all of them, by the way. So you just grab his back and you start punching him until he gets annoyed. Now you lead him, he does one punch. Now you lead him to the cement ground and he gets stuck, and you pull this boulder on him, it breaks his back and now he's vulnerable. This boss fight is cycle based. Cycle means that he goes rampage for a while, then he cools down and then you can attack him. But with good manipulations you can finish the fight in less cycles. I'm not jumping on him immediately. I'm waiting for him to do a second jump, a punch on the ground. That allows me to squeeze between 5 or 6 more hits. That will be very useful later. Now I'm grabbing this wall. This makes him attack me immediately and skip some other animations. And now it's just a matter of waiting for the next punch.
It's safe to get in there.
Alright, 17 hits. I think I did 17 earlier. So, this is the third cycle. And the fourth cycle, he behaves differently. So, I have to get the extra damage beforehand.
His back is gone. Are my feet still attached?
I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm definitely good. Ooh, I got even extra hits. Now I'm jumping away from him. No, I did not manage to skip this animation. If you're far away from him before he starts roaring at you, whoa, I should not. I died!
You know, I was looking
That's the first time it ever happened to me. I'm so sorry.
that hole in his back.
I'm so sorry. It should not have happened. I'm so sorry. Okay, what's going on now? I never know how he behaves if I die. Is he gonna... Can you please just cool down? Oh, thank you. What? Cool down! What's going on?
I'm just gonna lie here for a minute.
I think I need to exit the mission and re-enter it. I'm so sorry for this terrible gameplay. I don't even know how I hold the world record, to be honest. I mean, I hold the world record because I'm the only one playing it right now.
Wet cement.
Alright, let's try again. This is why I gave myself almost 15 minutes extra. Instead of... now I need to let him punch me. I know, what are you doing?
I'll just jump up and grab his back. Easy stuff.
Can you please follow me? Please, Rhino. I swear I'm good in usually. Usually I'm good at this game. Some viewers here know that I can be good and they can testify. Alright, please don't screw me up this time.
I will destroy you!
Whoa!
Ah!
Punching that hole in his back might be a good idea.
Ah, I didn't punch the ground again. So I do not get I don't get more hits. So the fight will not only take 2 tries, and here's the animation that I forgot to skip, by the way. But I still grab the walls because there are more animations to skip. Can you please not hit me?
Trying to hit this guy with
That's it.
that's a boo.
Maybe I can give him more hits once he hits the ground. Sometimes that happens. No, not this time. So yeah, it's gonna be 5 cycles in 2 tries. I'm so sorry.
With the electricity gone, maybe I can hurt this guy.
No. Sometimes you get to stay on his back forever and finish the fight in just 1 cycle. Here, I skipped the roaring animation for the 4th cycle. And I'm just dodging his headbangs.
Their bold statement, and I applaud you for it. The electricity on his back is gone.
Ooh, I got to stay on his back, so it's still 4 cycles. That's purely luck. which I obviously need right now. So as I said earlier, spreading the different city goals around manipulates the city events to pop faster, sometimes. Alright, this one holds her bag, so you'll have to give it back to her. Sometimes the bag despawns. Yeah, sometimes the bag just despawns. You can't complete that city event. Can I get another event, please? There.
I needed a workout.
This one doesn't hold the bag, so I'll just move on to the next mission. What if I get the game crash during the load war, the save war? That's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna kill me. Yeah. Alright, let's try again. This time I don't have to jump that high. This should kill me. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention this time. So in this mission, Venom is being chased by Silver Sable soldiers, and all you need to do is kill a set amount of soldiers in each area. Here you need to kill 9 so far. I killed 4, 8, 9. That's 1. Here you need to kill 9 as well. Notice how jump attacks deal double damage, just like claw attacks. I lost count, so I'm just gonna keep killing until the arrow spawns. Okay, the arrow spawned. You don't have to make it disappear in each area, you just have to kill the soldiers in the state area. Soldiers from previous area don't count towards the next one. Here you need to kill 12, and I think I did 6, 8, 9. Well, yes. And let's see if I can no. If you grab the car before the soldiers get out of it, they all kill as count. They all count as kills. So I would have gotten immediately 3 kills. Here from here on, every area requires between 14 to 15 kills. And from this is where I usually stop counting and just killing and killing and killing until I'm good to go. Oh yeah, notice the great graphics in this game. The drawback of it is being a 2006 game. The draw distance is not that great, but it won't ruin your experience. And this awesome soundtrack was composed by the same composer for Invader Z. I forgot his name, but you have to trust him. Or you have to check it for yourself, I guess, who composed Invader Z. So once again, I'll explain again. Venom has tentacle attacks, Venom has claw attacks that have greater, worse range, but they deal double damage. I usually avoid those because I can't aim well with his claws. And jump attacks also deal double damage. Let's see if I can... Alright, 4 kills at once. I don't think the cars themselves count as kills. Just the passengers inside them. Alright, this is the last area. By the way, usually people eat the soldiers here like this. And soldiers don't give you that much health. And if you're doing this mission well enough, you don't even have to feed on people. I guess I did one, but I didn't even need it. Now, before I continue the story, I had to do some side missions or complete some city goals once again. And now I'm gonna do a combat tour. I don't want to explain combat tours in detail, but I'll do it anyway. There are 2 combat tours for each gang. You can. Oh, by the way, Spidey got the 4th attack for his chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4. There are some combat tours scattered around, and if you can only do up to 2 for each gang. Once you complete 2, the rest will disappear. I'm only in this game. I'll only be in this run. I'll only be fighting 3 of the 4 gangs. This is the second combat tour for this gang. The tutorial one already counts as one. And done. Now I need to wait for more city events. Let's see, is that a falling person? I think it is. Yes, it is. I need this RNG right now. Tokens, I need to keep counting that. Right, let's see what I got. Gang War, it's not the best, it's not the worst either. Sometimes Gang Wars don't have that many people you have to beat. Now for the next mission, you fight Venom once again. So I'm doing 2 wall bounces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more wall bounces. Now I wait for him to roar and then I jump away. If you're too close to him, your spidey sense will hurt you. So you have to back off once you're done attacking him.
What's going on?
And there's still the chance that Venom may eat you. I just missed the kill. Never mind. Alright. Now I want to. This is a new route. I won't explain what's the old route. So this race leads me back to the bridge. All the races, by the way, are on easy difficulty. You will have to rematch Johnny later to unlock the next difficulties for more races. Now I'm trying to cross this river. I don't want to do the city events. I don't want to do the city events on this side of the bridge. I want to do them. But one is pretty close, so I'll have to do it right now. Hopefully it's not a hospital carry. It is a hospital carry. It's a double hospital carry. Hospital carries are okay on this side of the map, because everything is close to each other. But if I did it there, it would take me to a faraway place, and it would just cost a lot of time.
So this is your idea of a night out on the town?
It doesn't hold the back, so I'm just tying him up and moving forward. I used to do a setup for a death warp here. Not anymore, because I can just complete the city events here and swing back to the next destination. Here a hospital carry is actually okay. And I managed to skip. I failed to skip the grab animation.
Thanks, Spidey.
Alright, now it's us going back to Peter's home. Now I'll just grab this token because I can't open the menu yet. And now for the save warp. Depending on where you are in the story, saving and loading spawns you in different locations. So this is the only time you will see the save warp in this story. And before I do the next mission, I'm doing 2 combat tours, 2 more city events, and then I can continue the story. This is the weakest gang. Don't even know the names of the gangs. They're just the weakest. That's it. That's all you have to know. Yeah, high rollers, you're right, Spidey. Pretty low on health, but that's not a concern. This is the last wave I need to do for this tour. And you heal once you finish a tour and once you start it. And now I'm doing this tour for a different gang. It will take me to a faraway place, but I can just save warp again. Oh, I managed to keep the damage stacked thanks to the web ping, because web attacks still count your stacking. Yes, that's exactly what I want to say. Alright, last wave. And now I'll do the rest of the city goals here. City events. They pop. Yes. See? 3 hits thanks to the damage stacking. Now I have 9 tokens, I think. Try to grab one before another city event appears. Never mind. Oh, this is Boomerang. Either he or Shocker will sometimes appear. They block most of your regular attacks unless you do wall bounces. Now I'll do another save warp. Let's see. Will the game crash? No, it didn't. Sometimes it crashes, but that's okay because I just saved.
This is a bad.
So this is the Electro mission. This chase is pretty luck based. You can. Right now I just skipped a burst animation, and each time you skip a burst animation like that, you save around 7 seconds, I think. What I do is I usually jump to where he's about to burst, and I just spam attacks. I don't know what exactly causes him to skip his bursts, but that strategy seems to work best. I want to get at least 4 skips here.
chase, not a freaking walk in the park. Moving on up.
No, that's not good movement. Oh, by the way, notice how when I do these Hulk jumps, I also do these attacks in the air. That's because they boost me forward a bit.
First floor.
The downside of it is that I may lose control
Close.
of a Venom. So unless I'm doing precise jumps, I will spam attacks when I do these Hulk
This
jumps.
was a chase, not a freaking walk in the park.
So far 3 skips. Can I get a 4th here?
What do you
Yes.
know? The
Okay,
freaking
4
keep
skips.
up.
Can I get a 5th? No. I will remove the locking camera right now. Did anyone notice how many tokens do I have?
Come on, pick up the pace.
Now I stay close to him. I forgot to tell.
Getting close.
If you're too far away from them, even if you outrun them, they will move slower so you can quote-unquote catch up.
Yeah.
Alright, 5 skips. There are 2 more bursts spots, so let's see if I can get those. If I get the first, I usually get the second, and if I don't get the first, I usually don't get the second. Let's see.
What do you know? The freak can play keep up.
No, 5 skips is excellent. It's more than in my PB. I only got 4 in my PB. So let's see how many tokens do I have. Well, okay. I'm pretty low on tokens right now. I will have to plan my token collection throughout the whole run. So now it's time to fight him. Spidey came by, but Electro knocked him down, and he wants to kill Spidey. But Venom doesn't want him to kill Spidey because he called dibs. Literally.
You're gonna pay for that.
There, now that he bursts, I took this opportunity to just destroy these signs. Later, Electro will become pure electricity, and once you knock enough health from him, he will start to leech off, to suck the energy from these signs. So, I'm destroying them in this phase, because it's better to do it now rather than wait for this. It was just 1 hit away from the next phase. There. Now I need to stay next to a car. Alright, let's see. You just hit the grab button and it immediately locks onto him. I don't know what went wrong with this camera, but whatever. I want to finish the fight as soon as possible because if it drags for too long, he will become much more dodgy. Okay, okay. Great fight, much better than in my PB. Now I get control of a Spidey again. I'm doing this race, which was affected by the damage Rhino caused. In this checkpoint, there was an obstacle that made it harder to perform this race. Ultimate medal. By the way, medals don't matter. The rank you get don't matter as long as you just complete the races. Alright, a city event. By looking at the minimap, I know it's a falling person.
I swear this whole city would fall apart if it wasn't for me.
Okay, I guess I'll take this way. Not a gang war, but this time there aren't many soldiers. He's too far away, so I'll just knock him down with the web yank. Now here's Beetle. This part in the story doesn't make sense at all. But if you read the comic book that came along with the package, you know that he works for Doctor Doom and he collects some samples of different characters. Once again, just rescue these people. I forgot to say that the comic only appears in the limited edition of this game, which only came for the PS2. Now instead of going through the tunnel, I just skip the river or whatever it is. You can also web zip on the top of it. If you know if you know the shape of the tunnel, you can web zip on top of it.
The aliens.
There may be a glitch that causes Beetle to move slowly. Hopefully that won't happen. But in the meantime, I will do my best not to hit him because that slows him down.
Spider-Man is chasing Iron Man.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Now I'll grab her, then web zip, and no, that movement failed, but whatever.
All right, you flying pile of Preston. Again with the flying. Let me guess. I'm gonna
Once again, I try to stay as close to him, and I will also try to stay behind him, because if I outrun him, he will just wait for me in the previous spot until I get back there. Because in the script, he's supposed to lure me. I will allow him to lure me. 40 tokens. I will have to grab some more.
Hey, be honest. Do you think this costume?
I won't grab that one. Now we'll take a shortcut over here and wait here.
Oh no. Hold on, I've got you.
Oh my, thank you.
You get someplace safe, okay? You okay in there?
Now check this out, if I can do this setup properly. Yeah, this moonwalk always happens there at that spot. I don't know why, and I don't know if it works on console as well. I forgot there's a token I could grab here. Never mind. 14 tokens. Okay. Once again, staying a bit behind him until he sets the traps, and now I can swing over there. Now I'll try to knock him inside the construction yard, the construction building. And now I will try to chain as many bounce attacks as I can. They deal more damage than just jump attacks. Never mind. If he's low enough, I will also try to do ground attacks to stack more damage.
Because you suck at it.
No, come on, dude. Fine, I'll go back to
If I just stood still,
wall
because I
bounces.
actually don't think it would.
Where are you now? Alright, that's it. Now I have to wait for him to run away from me. Just wait here. Now I'm gonna do the last combat tour that's required for the story. Once again, I'm doing the tour for the weakest gang, and I don't know where did I go. I need to go around. Last wave. Oh, the game drops health pickups every wave you finish, but I skipped it because it takes time for it to spawn. Alright, now I can once again swing back to Queens because that's where I want to complete the missions, but let's... Okay, it disappeared. Good. It's probably best. See what I got. If it's a hospital carry, that's okay. Okay, that's fine, because I need to go there anyway. And that was my point. That's the reason that I'm completing the city events on this side of the map.
No idea how much you helped.
Should I grab this token? No, I'll wait for all later. Seems like a gang event.
Any of you know where I can save money on my car insurance?
Alright, time for the next story mission. This time I'm controlling Venom again. So, Sable. She can take up to 3 hits before she's knocked out, sometimes 4. And every time she's knocked out, I will have to let her recover a bit, because she has iframes. If I keep hitting her again and again before she recovers from her iframes, she will keep them forever. I'm also throwing cars, hoping that the explosion she will take hit in the explosion. Okay, she has her iframes. I'm going to hit her again. I don't know why, but I can just chain multiple jump attacks before landing. Alright, excellent fight. Now, like an earlier mission, I just need to kill a bunch of soldiers and progress to the next area. There's a theory skip in this mission. The game despawns soldiers by simply killing them. So if you can manipulate the game to keep despawning soldiers like that, you can just head towards the next area. Head towards to the marker that's about to come. Like that. I think the game despawned one. Now helicopters chase you. You can either destroy them by hitting them 5 times or throwing cars at them. So you have to aim properly or aim well. Pedestrians give you more health than soldiers for some reason. I guess from game design perspective, it's to almost force you to be evil, quote unquote. Let's see, can I hit him? Yes. Great snipe. Once again, every time I attack in the air, I get boosted forward a bit. Though it makes me lose control over Venom, so I'm only doing that when I just need to move in a general direction instead of precise jumps. Alright, let's try this one. Sometimes the cars just don't hit. I don't know why. The game is a bit weird. I'm pretty low on health, so I'll look for a pedestrian. Here's one. If you die anywhere during this runaway section, you have to start from the very beginning. That's it. Alright, thanks to the attacks I managed to land on that building and cross this one. Alright, now the shield hell carrier is pursuing you. You need to avoid the missiles from the hell carrier because they deal massive damage. I guess I'll speed on this one. I don't want to die again. I think the missile missed me. It was right next to me. This is the final wave. Alright. Hello? Hello? Alright, back to Spidey. Now I can perform five attacks in one combo. So that of course means more damage. I will grab that token later. Now I'll do the final race for the 90% run. I'll do just one web zip because if you do another one it will cancel your forward momentum. Web zips has weird physics in general. And notice how I got a message that I can rematch Johnny Storm, and that was a very good design by the developers. They wanted to make sure that you don't miss the fact that you can rematch Johnny. And by rematching Johnny, you also unlock the normal mode races. Right, here's one, and I'll go back to grab a token. Even if the city event pops. Let's see. Falling person? No, it's just a game. Alright, he dropped down and he died. I didn't need to web him. But he's a murderer. Don't tell anyone. So I think I have 16 tokens now. That's great. I need 17. I'll grab the 17th token right when I finish this story mission. So now I'm chasing Goblin. This is the ultimate version of Goblin. There are different versions of Spider-Man if you don't know. Goblin was set free by the Beetle. We were chasing the beetle earlier and he freed him.
Hot tamale.
This chase is pretty straightforward, nothing else to say. Just stay close to him and you're good to go. Maybe you don't need to outrun him, I'm not sure about that.
Hot one. Only you can prevent Spider-Man fires.
Alright, now I need to rescue some
I'm
people.
gonna be crushed if I don't get them out of there. I don't
Only need to mash to the green bar,
doing this.
dodge his fireballs,
You big nudnik.
or just take the damage.
You okay in there? Okay, everyone out of the pool.
Now it's time to fight him. So like Rhino, he goes rampage and then he cools down and then you can attack him. Now if I manage to, for some reason, stack more damage after the first combo, I will be able to finish this phase in only 2 cycles.
Why don't you fall down?
No,
Is your head thicker than it used
maybe the next one. If I take damage here, he will laugh at you. It will extend
to? Stop doing
the fight for a bit because you gain more animations. I do the grab move to skip to just receive the damage, and once again I failed to stack more damage. I don't know what causes that to succeed or not to succeed. But now I will be able to show you the half cycle. Hopefully that works.
You big nudnik.
Let's see.
I am gonna smack the brain right off.
See? Before he lights up, I managed to... Yes! Okay. I managed to hit him before he set himself on fire again. That's the half cycle. I call it a half cycle because you skip the cycle of dodging him before he cools down. If you take damage here, the cycle just resets.
What is the
Not including the final hit, of course.
How's it feel to get your butt kicked by a 15-year-old kid?
So no damage stacking at all throughout this fight. In my PB, I managed to complete this fight in 4 cycles.
Down low.
3.5 cycles is possible in theory, though not done yet. Now I immediately grab the 17th token and the final token, because that will spawn the city events. Sometimes, I don't know why, if I stand here, they just like to spawn the falling people here. If you, by the way, if you're under the required city goals, city events will appear less frequently. So you have to really know your stuff.
Hey, that's from my
Here's Shocker again. Just like Boomerang, he blocks most of your attacks, not including wall bounces. So now I'm done with all the city events. From here on, it's just the story. We have a category for called Schools Out. It has all the city goals done, complete. You can just do the story missions.
I should go.
Now for the second Beetle mission. Hey, Solid Spider Snake, can you go watch me in the link on my title? Just like the previous chase, Beetle is waiting for you, now more frequently. So don't outrun him, and I did a certain movement, so he will move in a certain movement himself. This allows me to move more freely, to move more easily, I guess. Now let's see if I can catch him in time. Yes. Otherwise he moves around and it takes time to catch him. Nope, no, no. Okay, last hit. Okay, now I just need to dodge his grenades. Hopefully I can show you a nice trick. Alright, let's see if that works. I can carry this thing. Ah, it missed. It rarely hits him. I managed to hit him with this thing, with the forklift, in my PB. After a few hits, don't fall to the pits. They have laser traps. Now more laser traps. The whole fight is just catching him in the air. Jump attacks, as I said, deal more damage than ground attacks. Also, he's constantly high in the air, so it's hard to catch him with ground attacks. Alright. Now the game immediately tells you to rush to the next story mission. That's another great design by the developers or the game designers. And that's because that's the climax of the story. Now, I'm planning another death warp. There isn't tall enough building on the other side of the map or the other side of the bridge to kill me immediately, so I took some damage here, and I will take the rest of the damage here. There we go. I'm gonna fight Silver Sable again. She took my Spada Custom and my web shooters. I'm keeping the soldiers alive because I want to do a certain setup to chain more damage against her. Oh man, she hit me. I can only hit her twice before she starts to block my attacks. Here, I managed to stack deal some damage, stack the damage into her. I forgot what I'm doing. I need to wait for her to jump at me, and then I'm doing wall bounces. Now she has below half health, so I'm waiting for her. So now she calls for backup, and I need to defeat her soldiers. Reminder, I don't have my web shooters. I can't web them down, so I don't need. Yes. Notice how Silver Sable keeps hitting me in the background. Where is she?
You have no training at all, do you?
I need to wait a bit and then I can hit her. But where is she? There. Now the fight caused some havoc on the bridge, so I need to rescue some people. And Silver Sable code is a bit weird, so she helps me to rescue these people.
Aw, you're crazy with a heart of gold.
Now I'll do a somewhat risky wall run and wall jump.
Hang on,
Let's see.
down.
Success.
Parker, lift the car and help me get these people out.
Now for here, don't mash too hard, just stay in the middle of the green. If you mash too hard, the end of this bar has a yellow pixel. I think it's a yellow pixel, so you don't progress at all. Now Venom kidnaps her because he's pretty pissed at her, and I have to rescue her.
Crazy silver hottie threatened my family. I should let Eddie eat her. He'd be doing me a favor. But then I'd feel guilty about that too, because clearly I don't have enough things to feel guilty about. So now here I am, trying to save the crazy woman. My life were any more stupid, it would be on network TV. Those darts have made my brain all swimmy.
I don't need the tokens, Travis. Oh, you know that. You know that. Of course you do. I show this again. That's what happens when you try to web zip when you're at the edge of a surface. Always like this one.
I don't know if I'm gonna make
I haven't read the comics, so I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is that in the Ultimate Universe, Spidey is no more. Peter is no more Spider-Man. Let's keep it that way. Here's a token down here. I collected during 100% runs. Hitting him doesn't matter, he moves in a fixed speed. Just make sure that you stay close to him all the time. Notice how the web zips allow me to slingshot myself upwards. It can either pull you forward or pull you upwards. Oh, so you're okay with spoilers, I guess. That's fine. Now I'm about to fight him. Once again, I have to make sure that what's going on. I have to make sure that I don't stay close to him for too long, because that way the Spider Sense will stun me. So I just attack him, finish a combo, but too well, far away. Here you saw I stayed close to him for too long, so the Spider Sense stunned me for a moment. Here again. Never mind. Done with the fight. Now here's Carnage. Carnage in this version of Ultimate Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Once he loses some health, he will burst. But I can skip this burst animation by breaking his spine. Then I can... yeah. Okay, he bursts. Let's see if I can break his spine again. It doesn't deal much damage, but it skips the burst animation, which allows me to deal more damage immediately. And now I dealt enough damage, so he will run away to the next room. If you try to actually hit him or any other boss, they will run away. And the annoying part is that once you beat him, in the cutscene, the very next cutscene, Venom eats him and becomes perfect and in full control. And as you see, Carnage regenerates. So I have to get past the door as soon as possible. I will not break his spine here because unless I know that I won't break by accident, that I won't catch a guard by accident. Alright, now he's gonna flee to the next room. Let's see if I can do the skip. Ooh, I need to deal some more damage. Alright, I think that's enough. If he loses exactly 50% of his health, he will run away and will start to regenerate. So by doing this, I never loses 50% of his health to begin with, so I can immediately kill him. That's what I call the early kill. Done. Now the final fight. Time will come on last hit. I'm taking damage on purpose because he immediately jumps to the helicopter. So now, I have to go full on brute force. I will have to brute force my way, and now I need to dodge his attacks, hide here, and then he will attack the helicopter again. Depending on when he roars, I can run away in time. Sometimes, if he roars but doesn't attack me, he will attack me again the next time. He will attack me immediately. So I also want to make sure that he attacks me when he roars right now. I didn't want to wall bounce. Time is coming very soon. This is the last combo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, time. I will not show you the final cutscenes because they run in... let's check the in-game time. I will not show you the final cutscene because they run in desync. There's a desync between audio and video on these cutscenes. Do I have time to show more things? Also, what time did I get? $109. Okay, I could get much less if I didn't die against Rhino. Once you finish the story, you can play as Venom. Venom has his own set of races. I will not show them here. If you want, you can check this channel's archive. I did a full run of all races of Venom. Venom can also cause havoc, and then the police will start to chase you. But I want to show you something else. This is a special save file. It has everything completed except for the final Johnny race. And let me show you. You know what? Let me change settings to midnight, because that's the settings I like the most. Can I have 5 minutes to show the final race? You can, not many people know, but you can wear the black suit. You don't have to complete everything to unlock the black suit. You don't have to complete the Johnny races. So I can just have the black suit and do a rematch against Johnny Storm. Thank you for allowing me to showcase the final race against Johnny.
Alright, this is the last time we're doing this.
Finally had enough?
You got enough web fluid for a lap around the entire island?
You got enough lighter fluid?
Wow, that was a lame comeback.
It's the altitude.
Ready, set, go!
This race is considered the hardest in this game. It's not that hard once you know how to A, boost or just play good. So I'm just web zipping my way upwards, then drop it down. That's not good movement. I will also take the risky jump. Hopefully I won't fail it, because it's a risky jump because it's above water, and if you fall into the water during races, you immediately fail them. No, there is no this. I said that there's this sync only in cutscenes, not in the game itself. It's just in the cutscenes, so that's why I didn't show you the final cutscenes. Wait, there's this sync for the viewers? Guess not. I'm not sure what's going on. I just let you figure it out. Alright, all good. So this is the risky jump. I think I'm gonna make it. Yes, I did. I like this skip a lot. Let's see if I can do this. Yes, I can. Easy. Easy every time. This game does not have any auto-platforming. You know that the modern Spider-Man games have this key that allows you to automatically zip to specific platforms. I don't like that in general. I think it's cheap and it ruins the skill that's required to move well in Spider-Man games. So for your question, no, I haven't played Spider-Man for the PS4. I don't have a PS4 and I'm not planning on buying one. Yes, exactly. Sorta like the Arkham series. I blame the Arkham series for implanting this mechanic for Spider-Man games. When Johnny Storm gets here, he starts to blast off much faster than you and you can't catch up. There's no way. So in order to succeed in this race, you have to move as fast as you can before Johnny reaches this spot. Here I'm about to finish the race. And done.
If I may, I'd like to take this time to win graciously. In your face!
This unlocks one of the Peter Parker costumes. Either this one or this one, I'm not sure which. Anyways, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Shoutouts again to the whole Spider Runner community. And I'll see you tomorrow with Toy Story 2. And hopefully you'll join the other Spider-Man game that's in the schedule. Oh, thanks for timing my run. Alright, see you.